Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we try to make sense of the corporate jungle. And sometimes some of it is so thick, you need a machete just to get to the important stuff. Today we're diving into a Form 8K filing from Pelican Acquisition Corporation. Now, if you are not familiar with 8Ks, they're basically reports of major events that shareholders need to know about, like a really big announcement. So let's see what Pelican has been up to. Before we dive in, if you like getting these financial and corporate deep dives without all the fluff, make sure you are subscribed, and hey, we have a growing community over on Discord. Links are in the description. So come hang out and talk shop. This report is all about a company called Pelican Acquisition Corporation. Think of them as a company that exists to buy or merge with another company. They filed this report because something important happened. The date of this report is the 31st of October 2025, and it tells us about some big news related to a merger or acquisition. The main event here is that Pelican Acquisition Corporation is involved in a business combination. Basically, they are looking to merge with or acquire Greenland Exploration Limited and March GL Company. After this merger, a new company will be formed, and it looks like this new company will be focused on developing something called the Jameson Land Basin in Greenland. This is a pretty big deal for all the companies involved, and it sounds like they're moving forward with it. Now, this filing isn't about their usual day-to-day business. It is more about the agreement and what is happening with this merger. They talk about a podcast interview where people from March GL and Greenland Exploration discuss this new venture. The Greenland Energy Company. It sounds like this new company is going to be all about oil exploration in Greenland. They also mentioned that on the 31st of October, the March GL Company and some employees posted on social media about this development. Companies often use social media to get the word out, and this seems to be part of their communication strategy. They've even included a copy of that social media post as an exhibit to this report. The filing then goes into a lot of detail about the business combination itself. They want to make sure potential investors and shareholders have all the information. They filed something called a registration statement on Form S-4 with the US Securities and Exchange Commission, or CC. This statement includes a preliminary proxy statement and prospectus. Think of this as the official document that lays out all the details of the merger, what shareholders need to vote on, and what the new company will look like. They're telling everyone to read this document very carefully because it has all the important information. They also identify who might be involved in convincing Pelican shareholders to vote for this deal. This includes directors and officers of Pelican Greenland and March GL. They mention that more details about these individuals and their interests are available in Pelican's previous filings with the SEC. It is standard practice to disclose who might be influencing the vote. Now, here's a really important part of almost every corporate filing: the forward-looking statements. Companies are required to put in disclaimers about statements that predict the future. They're saying that whatever they say about future plans, projections, or expectations might not actually happen. There are a lot of potential roadblocks, and they list out quite a few, things like the exact timing of the merger, whether shareholder approvals will go through, potential legal or regulatory issues, and even how many Pelican shareholders might decide to get their money back instead of participating in the new company. They're essentially saying, we hope this goes well, but a lot can go wrong. This is a key phrase here. It means there are no guarantees. They're setting expectations that things might not turn out as planned. Some of the risks they highlight include disruptions to the current operations of Greenland or March GL, unexpected costs, and the possibility that the merger might be delayed or simply not happen at all. They also point to potential issues with the liquidity of the new company's stock after the merger. It is a long list of things that could derail their plans. And finally, they make it very clear that this report is not an offer to sell or buy any stock. It is just informational. They're not trying to solicit votes or investment at this stage. They're just reporting on the event and providing information about the ongoing business combination process. The only exhibit they list besides the interactive data file is Exhibit 99.1, which is that social media post about the Jameson Land Basin development. And to wrap it all up, the report is signed by Robert Labb, the Chief Executive Officer of Pelican Acquisition Corporation, on the 31st of October 2025. So, what is my take on all of this? Pelican Acquisition Corporation is essentially a vehicle for a merger. And this report confirms they are moving ahead with a significant business combination. The goal is to create the Greenland Energy Company, a new entity focused on developing the Jameson Land Basin. While the press release and filings are naturally optimistic about the venture, the sheer amount of risk factors mentioned in the forward-looking statements section is something any investor should pay close attention to. They are clearly outlining a path, but it is a path with many potential pitfalls. The success of this merger hinges on approvals, managing expectations of their shareholders, and navigating the complex world of oil exploration. It is a high-stakes play, and while the potential rewards could be significant if they successfully develop the Greenland assets, the risks of failure are equally substantial as laid out in their own disclosures. This isn't a company with established financials to analyze yet, but rather a deal in progress with a future that is very much up in the air. Alright, that is our deep dive into Pelican Acquisition Corporation's latest report. What do you think about this Greenland energy venture? Are you excited about the potential, or are the risks too high? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe for more corporate insights. And don't forget to join us on Discord. The link is in the description. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next Decode.